Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wiley's Weekly Wisdom. I'm Eric Wiley, your host. I'm one of the owners and founders of PacRez Mortgage. And today I'm going to talk to you about a topic. It's more of a did you know you have to be prepared to be able to buy a home? So the question is are you prepared? Are your ducks in a row to be able to get into home ownership if you're not already in it, and also to maybe move and accomplish new home ownership? Now, the reason we say ducks in a row, because there are so many things involved in looking at your commitment to buy. One of those is going to be the financing. If you need financing, a lot of people do, and typically with a first-time home buyer situation, you're gonna have a larger loan against the house than you will if you sell a house and maybe buy another one, because you might be transferring your equity at that point. So what does it mean to be ready and have your ducks in a row? So financing is something we help people with. That is something that you should become pre-approved for before you actually go to look at homes to actually make an offer upon and buy. However, there's other things you should look at first, and that should be your level of commitment. Are you looking at staying in the same area? Are you committed to buying over renting maybe? Maybe you're moving from some other situation and you're looking to make this step, but you need to commit to it first, because buying a home is something most people don't do on a whim. You have to gear yourself up for it. Now, if it's your first home, you're gonna have to start planning your budget around it. You're going to probably be saving money. You're probably going to be organizing what your down payment looks like, if it can also come from other sources such as family members in the form of a gift. These sorts of things need to be handled first before you really get out there, start looking at homes, and then trying to figure out if you can afford it, what the steps are. We can help you with that, but you have to help yourself with the commitment to buy. Now, there's a few other things that would be very helpful, and that is, are you sticking with the geography that you are maybe presently in, gonna move to? Are you familiar with what it takes to buy a home in those areas, those markets? Each market can be very unique, and getting a sense for not only what things cost, but what the traffic conditions might be, where you're mostly going to be going to and from. So if work or playtime are further, closer, amenities, this sort of thing, that can make a big difference in people's minds. So not just becoming pre-approved for a purchase price, a loan amount, a monthly payment, but rather the areas in which you're looking, you may need to start figuring out, are these doable? Are these what accomplish enough check boxes on the list? Because that's another thing you have to look at when you're buying a home, is there are trade-offs. There's gonna be trade-offs in distance. There's gonna be trade-offs in commute times. There's gonna be trade-offs in amenities that might be local to a residence versus price points versus monthly payments versus taxation for different counties or cities. And you're gonna have to go through and start figuring out what these look. And of course, purchase prices can be different based upon where you're buying. So purchase prices of the exact same house, exact same unit over here versus 20 miles this way may be vastly different in what it takes to afford purchase price, the down payment, and the monthly payment on a home. So learning those things about yourself early, that's very important. So kind of lastly, a summation of figuring out the financing, figuring out the geography and the price points and what it's going to take commitment-wise might be some personal homework. So there may be things you personally need to accomplish before you buy. There may be some items that you need to accomplish in order to buy. And those things relate to your personal homework, your roadmap towards homeownership. If you're not already there, then we can help with a roadmap to give you a success plan that will start eliminating those variables, eliminating those items that you need to check off so that you can get towards the ability to and the readiness to buy a home. We're happy to help. We have mortgage advisors in many markets, and we cover many more markets with the way that we are state licensed across this country. Go ahead and reach out with questions. We'd love to help you out. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you on next week's Wiley's Weekly Wisdom.